So today is December 30th, y'all, 2019, and I am currently 38 weeks pregnant. So yes, you guys, my stomach don't look the cutest, but it's reality. So yeah, I have basically 2 weeks until I meet my second blessing, which is another beautiful baby girl. Experiencing pregnancy full term this time has definitely been a journey. So yes, I decided to bring you guys with me during the end of this journey. So y'all will see, how I prepared for labor and see me going into labor. This is crazy. I'm just ready. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. All of the above. So let's get it. Okay, y'all, so my due date was January the 13th, 2020. I ended up having my second daughter January the 5th, 2020 at 12:11 in the morning. I had plans to get induced on January the 11th because that was my mama's birthday, so I was going to try to have her on my mama's birthday, but she didn't want to wait. She had to make her dramatic appearance, y'all. So when I went into labor, well, I'm such a bad procrastinator. Like, I planned when I did go into labor to have everything on fleek, hair on fleek, toes on fleek, eyebrows on fleek, and everything happened everything I wanted. Basically, it happened the complete opposite, y'all, because I tried to have everything scheduled like the week before I went into labor, and I ended up having her like a week early. This experience was definitely way different from when I had Harmony. Although Harmony, me giving birth to Harmony was like a dramatic experience as well. This was whoa, one of the most scariest things I have ever done was give birth. And this time I really gave birth, with Harmony, well, y'all don't know, but with Harmony, which is my first daughter, with 2 pushes, she was out because she was so little. With this baby, it was just crazy, y'all. It was so crazy. I had my mama, my sister, and my boyfriend in the room with me. How it happened is, the day before I had went into labor, I was experiencing a whole bunch of pain because with this pregnancy, towards the end, I kept on having really, really bad pelvic pains. And so the day before labor, specifically, it was really bad. My stomach was hurting. I was having pelvic pain. So normally what I did is, I would always soak in the shower because that would make me feel better. So I just, my mama had came over, so we could chill. So I was about to soak in the shower, but I had to use the bathroom and noticed that, I started bleeding or whatever. So my mama rushed me to the hospital because I know when I was pregnant with Harmony, one of the reasons why I knew I was in labor is because I had started bleeding. So we just wanted to, take me to the hospital to be, sure that everything was okay. So when she rushed me to the hospital, they was basically telling me, that I was experiencing contractions. And so this baby was getting ready to, be here. I was so terrified, y'all. I was so scared. Because just the thought, although it's something beautiful, imagine pushing a human being out of yourself. It's a scary thing to me because women are just magical creatures. Let me just say that. Although, I wasn't really in labor for a long time, it was a very dramatic experience. I say that because, as soon as I got to the hospital, everything started happening super duper fast. What I mean by that is, I was in the room having pain and all that stuff. So when they finally moved me to the delivery room, I did sign the paper to get the epidural, but I was going to try to, hold off to see how long I could take the pain. But I did sign a paper, so just in case, I would be able to get the epidural. I was able to get like 1 dose of pain medicine and something for cramps before I started like dilating so fast. Like when I got to the hospital, I was already like dilating to a 6. When I was like 35 weeks, I had to stay overnight in the hospital because I was having so much pain, and we found out that I was already like dilating to a 2. And so, you know, just as I'm saying, like, just as I'm telling them, like, God, when can I get some more pain medicine, because I was in so much pain. And y'all, I hope I'm not all over the place with this story. But basically, like, I didn't get to get anything else because everything started happening like so fast. Like, they had to, what's the word? They had to break my water. And, you know, I started like feeling like I had to push. Like, I had like this urge to like push. And I was just feeling like I was finna die. So everything happened so fast. At that time, it was only my mama and my boyfriend in the room at first because my sister hadn't arrived yet. So I was already asking them, like, are they gonna be able to be in the room? Because, you know, they was already telling me, like, okay, you're finna get ready to, you know, push this baby out or whatever. So I was really terrified because, yes, I had a child before, but that was a different experience than this experience, obviously. So they was telling me, like, yes, they'll be able to be in the room. So they quickly like tried to get them in there before it was time. And it's like, as soon as they brought them in the room, you know, my sister was with them. At first they made my mom and my boyfriend leave out so they can, you know, make sure everything was okay with me. They had to put me on a little bit of oxygen. When they did bring them all back in the room, my mama, my sister, my boyfriend, they all came in the room. And then the doctor and like all the nurses came in the room as well, because it was like, it was time. And I was in so much pain. Like, y'all have no idea. Like, bringing a child into this world is so precious. And it's so terrifying to me. Like, it's a very traumatic experience. And so everything was so hectic. I didn't really get to get any footage while I was in labor because I had a freaking military doctor. And what I mean by that is I tried to get my boyfriend to record me being in labor, and she was not having it. Like, she started snapping. Put that phone down. Put that camera down. And it was like, oh. They was basically telling me the reason that they don't like allow people to tape is because people don't know how to tape what's happening. They want to get everybody in the room and yada yada yada. So I really didn't get to get any footage because it would have been a fight if she would have seen it happening. So I just remember like them telling me to push and everybody is watching me. My mama was up here by my head. I think my sister and my boyfriend, they was like down there somewhere seeing everything take place. And I just remember like during the pushing process, like giving up because I was so exhausted. Y'all, I did not get to get the epidural. I ended up having her natural because everything happened so fast. I felt everything. I'm up here pushing. I feel like the baby is not coming out. The doctor is yelling at me, push, keep on pushing. My mama's yelling, keep on pushing, Nikki, so the baby will be okay. And I'm just terrified because, like I said, I'm exhausted and I don't feel like I'm making any progress by pushing, basically. And so I just remember like trying to throw my head back and just stop pushing. And then the doctor, she was like really yelling at me, y'all. Basically, then she basically started, you know, threatening me with a C-section. She was basically like, you know, if you don't keep on pushing, then we're going to have to cut the baby out of you. That was all I needed to hear before I'm like, okay, like I can't give up. I have to really like keep on pushing. So I kept trying to throw my head back and give up, but my mama wouldn't let me. You know, she had my legs up just pushing. Then they was just like, keep on pushing. So I pushed like, it felt like forever when I was going through it, but I'm sure it wasn't like that bad. But I had so many people like, it was kind of awkward. Like I had so many people staring at my vagina waiting for this baby to come out. And plus, you know, I felt like, I don't know how to explain this. It felt like at the bottom of my vagina that somebody was like using something to like dig in there and like widen it out so the baby could get out. So like I felt all of that. And so when she finally did come out, I was so relieved.
19.5 inches long. 19.5.
I was so much more calmer. I was happy that she was okay, because as soon as she came out, you know, they had took her over there to, you know, get her all cleaned up. I heard her cry. Beautiful moment, because when I had Harmony, I didn't get to hear her cry till like several weeks later, you know, until her lungs developed better. Sorry, you guys, she was getting a little fussy. When she made her grand appearance, when she made her grand appearance, I was so thankful that she was out, she was healthy, and everything was okay with her. They did like let me hold her. But after that, they kept her in the nursery for 2 hours to, you know, make sure that you know, everything was okay with her because of how everything had happened. And by the way, y'all, like, she's already spoiled already. She's finna be 3 weeks old. I feel like when I brought her home from the hospital, she was like extremely spoiled already. So, I'm trying to see if she'll look at the camera for you guys. So, yes. January the 5th, 2020, at 12:11 a.m., Miss Haisley Marie made her grand entrance. One thing I discovered, like, after labor is that it was just a crazy moment for everybody. Got my sister in there finna fall out. Got my boyfriend in there gagging in the bathroom, about to throw up. It was crazy. And when she came out, I just felt like all of this stuff just releasing out of me as well. I don't know if that's too much information, but hey, that's what comes with having a baby. And so, I just remember feeling so relieved, y'all. Y'all just don't understand. But yeah, that was my my labor experience with Haisley. It was very crazy, but I am glad that, you know, everything went as smoothly as it did. Even, you know, with me having my military doctor, I was, you know, thankful for her, because like I said, I was like in mid-push is finna give up because it hurted so bad. And I felt like she wasn't trying to come out, so. But anyways. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Like it, subscribe to me so you don't miss out on any more content. Let me know what you guys think. Even if you would like to, you know, share your experience with me, I'm all ears, I'll listen. But thank you guys for tuning in.